Hey everybody, this is Pixis Designs. I wanted to do a quick PSA on your incoming 2 extruder or possibly 5 extruder XLs that you all have coming in. I know some of you have actually watched my channel to get an update and possibly see how these things are actually working out in the wild. Um, I have to go over a quick thing that I did like 2 or 3 videos back, and I know that there were a lot of comments on this particular problem. There was a few very bad comments, and I kind of saw where they were coming from, especially when you're talking about head coming over and leaving a big old blob where it's fixing to print. Well, guys, I know what the problem was. So, actually, while I was doing this project, which I'm fixing to do a quick montage video of all the processes involved with getting something like this out, I printed up these corner pieces and utilizing the 2 extruder setup. I know they're small, but I don't have anything else that does anything that cool. So, what better reason to use it than an actual project that you're actually making, which that's one of my projects. So while I was printing those up last night, it crashed like 4 or 5 times because every time this head would come over here and start printing, it would leave a nasty blob, and then when it would go back over through it with the black one, it would crash and it would detect it. So I came out here after my phone had been doing like 45 minutes worth of footage. Well, I was doing 45 minutes worth of footage of nothing because the machine crashed. And after I saw what had happened, I was really getting concerned about this little blob problem. So I went ahead and trimmed off the blob pieces. By the way, this is not what I was printing. It was the corner pieces. I was out here with my little plastic cutters and, trying to keep up with doing the head changes. And I was like, why is it doing that? Because my black one's not doing that. The black filament coming through was like perfect. So I peered my little head through here, and up here towards the back, up here there's what's called a nozzle swipe. And what it does is whenever that head rests in position, that nozzle swipe actually keeps it pressurized, so there's no filament coming out. So when this thing goes in at 200 degrees Celsius, 200 degrees, Celsius. I'm used to the Fahrenheit. Sorry. It keeps that from blobbing out, and it keeps the back pressure in there. So what was happening was this one was set perfectly. It's a little rubber type. I don't even know what it's called. It's like a little piece of rubber wrapped around a spring steel piece. Well, as it's going in, that steel thing is kind of bent down, so that nozzle feeds in through there, and it pressurizes as it goes across there, and that keeps anything from coming out. Well, I look back here, and there was blue filament oozing out the tip. So that told me one thing, that swipe thing was too low. So I adjusted that. It's really easy to do. As actually, while this head is out there, you can just sit there with a screw at the hex screw and back out on it as it's actually running. And after it did that, it ran all the way through perfectly, no issues, no purge tower, no wipe tower, no nothing, no issues. So after I finished that up with no issues, I went ahead and painted this in my and Prusa slicer, and this thing ran flawless all the way through. No issues with blobbing, no issues with anything. I mean, it came out flawless. So I was super stoked to see that as soon as I woke up this morning, saw that this pristine piece was across this printer with dual filaments. So anyways, that's all I kind of wanted to say as far as the PSA goes. I know some of you all are interested in anything, especially if there's any issues that people come up with. That's one of those things where they don't really tell you. They tell you how to assemble it, and that's all good and dandy. You're really not going to see 40 thousandths above the dot because there's no way to measure that. But I am telling you what that's for, and it is very pertinent that whenever you install these heads, and that swipe block is putting pressure on that tip. You know, it's got to keep that filament from oozing out. It's got to keep that back pressure all the way up. So just, you know, be aware whenever you install your heads that, you know, just peering through there is not going to help, because I thought I did that and it didn't work. So it's better, you know, after you run a couple of test pieces, if you see some bad oozing, you know, you just know that you need to back out on that set screw from that swipe block. So it's a quick adjustment. Anyways, enough of that. I want to get off with the montage of getting this thing over here built, and see you at the end of the video. Bye-bye. So there you go, everybody. This is my first time actually messing with acrylics. So I made some mistakes that I hope that I'll learn from. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that the people that this is going to enjoy this even more. This is Pixis Designs, signing out.